guys, this is Hell Hades and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. So I just wanted to basically do a video which helps people out at all levels of the game control their silver. Control their silver and also enable people to have a better idea of how to complete some of these events without feeling pressure to do so. So let's just have a look at what's come up over the last couple of hours. So we know tomorrow we're going to have an artifact enhancement event, so we've not had one of these in a long time. Good chance to get shards, books. This is probably, I'd say, the easiest event that Raid ever put out. This is free to play friendly, anyone in the game can do this event. There's also at the same time a Dungeon Divers event, so these two actually complement each other really well. Good job, Plarium, you've actually listened to what people have been saying over the last few months. You've put two events out which work really well together. So there's no reason that anybody shouldn't be able to complete these two events, providing you've got time to play the game. So I guess just to give you an idea of what this is going to be. So Dungeon Divers, basically you can go into any of the big dungeons. So any of these, Ice Golem, Spiders, Dragons, Fire Knights. Or you can go into campaign and do any level of campaign. Basically, for any item that drops, you will get points towards that event. So if you just want to farm 12 free all day, get some shields, you'll get points for these shields. Equally, if you want to get some new items out of Dragon or Spider, you can farm those two as well. It's a really easy event to complete. You just kind of need to do basic grind, basic farm, level up your champions, gain some new gear, etc. For the artifact enhancement event, you need to take your items to, your items to level 4, 8, 12 or 16, and you get more points for each of those different levels that you take your items to. So a few people, when I've looked at this in previous times that they've run this, I've had people in clans that I've been in that are saying, how do you complete it so easily? I haven't got enough silver saved to be able to complete it. And in fairness, I've been grinding out the old arena changes, and basically I've rinsed my silver. My silver is dry. 2 million left. I had 27 million just a couple of days ago. I've been doing a lot of changes to my champions and it's burnt through my silver. So this has come as a bad time for me, but there's ways to improve my situation. So firstly, I just want to show you different, I'm just going to flick to a spreadsheet which I've been doing, which is quite detailed, but I just want to give you the logic as to where I'm going with this. So there's as I see it, 4 different areas that are worth looking at for grinding silver, gaining the items for those events, and then basically we want to see where it's most cost effective to level up your items. So I'm going to start with Dragon. A lot of people want to run Dragon because Dragon will drop speed sets, it will drop accuracy sets, and it will drop lifesteal sets. So for anybody playing this game, it's a really important area to farm. It will cost you 16 energy a run. Every run you do, you'll get 11,000 silver back as a standard. That's just for winning the level. And then on average, your items you're going to sell are worth about 30,000 silver. With me so far? So what I then did, I said, well, on average, how much does it cost to level a level 5 item up to level 4? 6,300. How much on average does it cost to then level it from level 4 to 8? 30,000. And I've then said, when we add together how much it costs, how much we earn per run, how much we can sell the item for, less the cost of a level 4 item, what profit did we make? 4,600. I've basically done the same thing again for level 6 items. What sort of profit could we make if we sold a level 6 item? And I've put in there the average price to sell 55,000, and I'll show you some of this in a second. So basically what I'm trying to say here is if you do anything out of Dragon or anything from a level 5 or level 6 item, so this is looking at probably level stages 15 plus, you will make profit. If you level to level 4, you'll make a good amount of profit, and you'll make some profit if you level to level 8. And then basically for level 6 items, it's the same again, but you make a bit more profit. So when I'm doing these type of events, I will level any piece of gear I get to level 8, and then I'll sell it if I don't want it. So for Dragon, the average profit per energy, cost me 16 energy to run it, is about 2,500 profit if I level stuff to level 4, and it's just under 700 profit on average if I level it to level 8. So this here will give me the quickest way to get the return on the event if I don't have enough energy to just keep farming it all day long. And this here, if I do have the energy to farm it a lot, gives me my best profit per energy, leveling something to level 4 and then selling it. In fact, you make profit doing it, and you're either gaining items or you're and basically burning through the trash. So you're doing the event, you're gaining items you want to keep, and you're burning through the items that you don't want. Spider done a similar sort of thing, so you earn a little bit less silver for completing a spider run, but the items you sell on average are worth more silver. So let's just go straight to this end because it's probably the best area to take you to, but on average, if you level something to level 4 then sell it, you're going to be making just under 3,500 silver. If you level something to level 8 then sell it, 1,200 silver. So those two for me are the better options than going into campaign and farming 12 free, where I make on average 17 to 1,800 silver if I sell at level 4, and if I go to level 8 I make a small loss. And 12.6, where you'll get more experience for your champions, you actually get less silver for items. So you'll still make a profit though for level 4 stuff, but you'll make a heavier loss if you move it to level 8. So my advice to you would be, where possible, if you want to complete the event as quick as you can, level stuff to level 8 then sell it if you don't want it. Level stuff to level 4 then sell it, again if you don't want it, to make profit. That's the kind of basis of where I'm going with this. What I wanted to do is just kind of show you how I go into then kind of manage my items and silver. So I farmed a bit of Dragon just to sort of show you. I've not even looked at these items yet, as you can see. What I will be doing here is I'll be saying, right, of these, is there anything I actually want to keep first? So I'll go into it. Pretty much what I'm looking for here is some sort of speed roll, crit rate roll, crit damage, HP percentage, defense percentage. I kind of want two good ones side by side at my stage of the game, otherwise it's just a sale. So normally, if we didn't have an artifact event tomorrow, I'd go straight into sell. This one sells for 17,800. But we do have one, so I'm going to keep hold of that. And just to give you, I'll go into how we level that up in a second, but we've got here a set of boots, HP boots with pretty poor other stats. I would definitely sell that all day long. That would sell for 16,000. You get some items like these which would sell for much better amounts. So this one, potentially I would keep. And what I would definitely do here is I would level this to level 8. So I might as well just do it. I'm going to get loads of items tomorrow anyway. So I would level this to level 8 and I'd see what rolls I get. Either way, I know I'm going to make a profit when I sell this. So you see how much I'm upgrading for here. So instantly I've got this poor roll. Now, if I just want to maximize my profit, I would sell at this stage. I would take the points for getting something to level 4, sell at level 4, because I know I'm definitely not keeping that item. However, if I want to maximize my efficiency of kind of energy to completing the event, I would take this up to level 8. Just so you see, I got some fails here. I factored an average of 75% completion levels 4 to 8 in my numbers that I've just shown you there. So I'll take this up to level 8. I'm definitely going to sell it. And basically I've invested probably close to 30,000 silver there to get that up. So let me just sell that item, and I'm going to sell it for 43,000. So I make a profit on the silver. I've got an item up to level 8 which will give me points in the artifact event, and you pretty much just rinse and repeat that. So let's just go into new stuff again. The other thing to be aware of, and I've kind of shown this in a couple of videos already, if there's any flat stat, chest, gloves, boots, it's an instant sale. You don't keep those items at any point in the game. If you're new to the game, if you're mid-game, if you're end-game, there's never a situation where a champion benefits more from a flat stat versus a percentage stat on gloves, chest or boots, apart from speed, which is always flat actually, but yeah, but other than that, it's percentage all the way. So this item will definitely be a sale. Again, tomorrow what I'll be doing is I'll be upgrading this to level 8 and then I'll just sell it. I'll get my points for the artifact mission. I get my cash back in the bank. So what I'm doing is I'm either breaking even or making a good kind of small profit on item sales. Silver's going up. I'm winning the event. Everyone's happy. So if I just want to grind silver, and let's bear in mind, these artifact events are pretty rare nowadays. It's actually the first one we've had since the servers kind of crashed through it. Then Spider is your best place to go to grind silver for energy. So for energy usage. Now, if you're on Spider 20, even better. I appreciate not everyone watching this video is going to be Spider 20. Some people, in terms of, can they just do something in a quick time and make good silver from it, then farming whatever level of campaign you can and farming shields. So let's say you're new to the game and all you can do is, let's say you got to hard and you're on level 5. You go to the furthest stage you can and you farm shields. Shields give you more silver than any other item in the game. So out of all of these here, if I attacked any of these levels, this shield give me more silver. These boots, these chests, these gloves. So whatever stage you're on, go for shields. Shields are where the silver is at. But if you are closer to sort of mid to end game and you can kill Spider at a good level, Spider is your best silver return for energy. So let's see here, I've got a number of new items. So let's go for a sale. Fire sale. So hopefully I can get to 20 items. Yeah, 20 there. So you'll see here for 20 items from the Spider, randomly chosen. So I've got a couple of epics, rares. It's not like I've picked out a load of legendaries here. In fact, no legendaries are in that mix. Legendaries sell for a lot more. On average here, so we've got 20 items selling for 1.1 million. On average, these items are worth 55,000 each. A lot of silver, 55,000 each. So actually, if you just want to get your silver back in order, Spider's the place to go. So let's cancel that. Don't want to sell those, so I'm going to use those tomorrow. If I tried showing you the same thing with items which have come from campaign, so let's take 12 free. So remember, Spider was 55,000 from 12 free. This is on brutal. On average here, we have got, what's that, 14,000? 14,000 per item, but you used half the energy, so let's double that. 28,000 per item if you were using the same amount of energy as Spider versus 55,000. You get almost double the benefit from silver when you farm Spider. If you want to go for experience and you went 12.6, then we've got 11,000, so double that to 22. Again, you're going to get champion experience through campaign, but the silver return is nowhere near as good as Spider. If we took a selection of items from Dragon, let's get to 20 again, so let's get a kind of selection of half decent stuff. This would be Dragon. That's not, this is, that's it. Okay, so 20 items. The 20 items from Dragon gives us 900,000 silver, which is about 45,000 per item. If you see, we went Spider 55, Dragon 45, Campaign around 28,000 for the same levels of energy. The Spider is easily your best farm to get your silver back in order. So before I even saw this event came out, I was already just farming some Spider today to get myself some silver back so that I could start to play around with items again. So I guess, yeah, the other thing to be aware of, so if you are newer to the game and you're trying to control your silver, you've got different item slots here for different champions. Now, we look at someone that I am not that fussed about right now, so let's take High Katoon. High Katoon, she's in my Faction Wars team. Her gear is not that important to me. So you'll see what I do here. So probably not. It's actually probably not the best example because I've probably just equipped some stuff on her which I didn't necessarily need. But what I would do is top row of items give me worse stats than the bottom row of items. So if it's somebody that I'm just using for kind of a small area of the game, or if I'm fairly new to the game, I would take this top row of items probably between levels 8 and 12. I wouldn't go to 16. Never go to 16 unless it's an item you're going to keep long term. Especially on this top row, they don't give you enough benefit in flat stats. If I roll this from level 12 up to 16, at the moment I'm gaining 2,200 health. I'll gain another 1,200 health. For the silver I invest to do that, it's not worth it, unless it's an item I'm definitely going to keep long term. So top row of items, take to 12. Don't take them past 12 unless you're moving into endgame and you're trying to get those extra few stats. The second row, I would take to at least level 12 if it's something I'm going to keep, because you get a lot more benefit from the stats in the second row than you do in the first row. Definitely take them to 16 if you're into endgame, because the stat improvement is huge. So if I look at this, HP, the moment I've got 33%, I would get another 17% HP on those gloves if I took it up. So that's based on this base stat here. You see the difference? I get, what, 1200 HP from this, versus gloves where I get 17%, which is, what, 16, about 4000 HP. That's the difference between leveling these two pieces. So first row, at level 8 or 12 if you're going to conserve silver. Second row, definitely get them to level 12. Get them to level 16 if you're approaching endgame. And then the third set of items, or your artifacts, these are the most expensive items to gear up. You see here, an upgrade for a banner past level 12, 36,000 silver per roll, versus an upgrade for boots past level 12, 17,000, almost double the price, a bit more than double the price. So again, if it's not somebody, so I would take things to level 8 on characters that you just kind of want to get into reasonable shape. I would take things to level 12 if it's a really important stat for a champion. So if you've got, let's say, an accuracy banner and you want to get more accuracy on your clan boss person, level 12 is quite important and you get a good chance to get the rolls. And yeah, so level 16 is really endgame for this sort of stuff. I wouldn't go to level 16. If I'm a new player, if I'm a player who is perhaps going to brutal clan boss and I've got a variety of champs, but I'm not perhaps farming high level dungeons, level 12 is plenty on some of this stuff until you got the silver coming in the bank. It's really important not to overroll on items that you're not going to keep long term, because you're just throwing silver away, and silver is actually probably the hardest thing to manage in the game. Everybody wants all level 16 stuff. I want it on all my champions. I want, for the people that kind of dip into high level content, to definitely have 16s, and people that kind of dip into, I don't know, bits and pieces, then I want them to be on at least sort of level 12s, but it costs a lot of silver to do it. So it's just an element of controlling your resources. So I guess the takeaways are, let's just flick back to the diagram that I pulled together. Let's go like this. So takeaways are, if you need items which are going to improve your team, Dragon gives you a good profit per item to do the Dungeon Diver and Silver leveling event. Spider gives you your best profit per silver in any area of the game. Campaign 12.3 is the next best option. I would only do that if I've got people that I specifically need to level up. But I would still take the items you get from 12.3, roll them to level 4, and then sell them. You'll have a positive silver situation, and you will slowly do the artifact event. Now, if you want to do the artifact event quicker, what you do is you do your spider run or your dragon run, you take everything to level 8, you still make a profit, and then those items where you think, actually I want to keep this, I want this in my end game, Potentially you do take that up to 12 or 16 if you've got the silver in the bank. But every single item you should be rolling on that you get from Spider, Dragon or 12 free for these events. Hope that's been helpful. Hope that is clear. Definitely, if you've got any questions on that, leave a comment in my on the YouTube page, or come and grab me on Discord. My Discord server is up and running. It's starting to build up a bit of a community, so there'll be other people there that are really experienced that can help. And I think that is all I want to cover in this video. So I've been Hell Hades, my channel Addicted to Gaming. Come back soon.